Hello, come on, let's get started. It's time. I'm going to ask you to look in front of you, and I'm going to ask you to take a particular point, an object or any point. And I'm going to ask you to fix your attention on that point. You look at him carefully. If you blink, it's not a problem. You look at it carefully. And what you will do gradually is look without moving your eyes. You will look around you as much as possible while keeping your eyes fixed on your landmark. But you no longer look at him. You look at everything that is around you, and especially what is at the ends of your eyes on each side of you. You see, you try to see without moving your eyes from your surroundings. There are times when I will let a little time pass. Just because I don't say anything doesn't mean nothing happens. Now that you have this vision, you will gently close your eyes and look with your inner gaze at your breathing. The freshness there is at the level of the nostrils. You will see that the air which enters through the nostrils is fresh. And you will look at this air coming in, and you will look at the level of the trachea. You will feel the fresh air passing. Also, now you will see that it also happens at the level of the tongue. There is a movement that happens when you inhale the air. You will look at your tongue and you will see that there are lots of small micro movements on the tongue. Look at your tongue, you will see that there are small movements. Toddler. Tiny in terms of language. Look at what this language is like. You will see that there are sensations if you move the tip of your tongue a little. You will see the gum. The texture of the gum and the texture of the teeth. And you will try to calm the movement of the tongue and try to leave it static. You have the sensations in the tongue, you still feel the teeth on the tip. Don't worry if you swallow, it's not a problem. And then if you observe your tongue, try to see the movements a little. There are the muscular movements of the tongue, but there is something else. Look at the blood on the tongue which is rushing. And if you are very attentive, you will see that you will perceive a beat. It is the beat of the heart which is echoed in your tongue. Your tongue is in direct connection with the heart. So now we take a breath, we look at the fresh air passing at the level of the tongue at the back, which goes down along the trachea. And that arrives at the level of the lungs, and you will see that you will be able to locate your lungs because the fresh air allows you to locate the shape of your lungs. You take a breath. See the fresh air coming in, passing through the throat, going down to the level of the lungs, the ribs rising, and you perceive the shape of your lungs, and the fresh air instantly heats up. Now when you look at this air coming in, this air allows you to locate your lungs. Look between these two lungs, there is a movement, there is a small movement between the lungs which is distinct from the lungs. And if you pay attention to this movement between the lungs, if you are very attentive, you will feel that the beat is in unison with the movement in the tongue. Now that you have located the movement between the lungs, I will ask you to focus on it and give him a little smile. Smile in the center. Try to locate between the lungs where there is the movement. You will give a little smile inside. At this place you make a smile as if you see a little kitten which has just been born. A little baby which has just been born. So we are going to make a little tender and delicate smile at this place. Send a charming smile. Don't hesitate to smile with your face too, and you will see that when you smile in the center of the chest, you will have an action that will take place. We smile and observe. Do you notice this little thing that is reacting? We give a tender smile and there is a reaction there. With this reaction you will see you put light there, a little ball of light. And you're going to smile again, and you're going to feel that little ball of light getting bigger. If you are attentive, you will feel a radiation in the chest. You see there is white light emanating inside your chest, and you should also feel that it is pushing the ribs and it is passing beyond your skin. If you pay attention, it is starting to vibrate. It's creating a bubble around you. A magnificent bubble of light, and now I am going to ask you to help this bubble of light grow and unfold. It's extremely simple. You're going to take a breath. A little breath, don't force it, an inspiration. You look at the fresh air entering your lungs, and when you exhale you see all this light. Very luminescent white light which pushes your bubble, which allows the bubble to expand. So we will take an inhale and we will exhale while expanding this light, this ball. So I see that there is tension in some people who are with us, so what I'm going to do is ask them to take an exhale and imagine that when they exhale light. We take a breath. You should feel that it pushes your bubble of light. Your cocoon of light has grown, so we will take another breath and we will take the opportunity to exhale luminescent white light again. We are going to do further expansion so that our cocoon of light is well filled with this white light and that the cocoon all around us is sufficiently expanded. So we take a breath and observe the freshness passing through our nostrils. We look at the coolness in the throat, we look at the freshness in the lungs. We look at the little sun of light that is inside the chest between the lungs, and we exhale this light all the time, sweetness, and during this time the bubble expands. I will ask some people to slightly separate the teeth and jaws so that the teeth do not touch each other, and I will ask you to look at your condition. Look at what state you are in compared to the beginning. Look at your body, you should feel it moving inside your body. It sparkles inside your body. The skin feels tingly and there is white light all around you. And you should undoubtedly feel more relaxed, more expanded. So now we are going to invite our crystalline friend to please come upon us, and for this what we are going to do is look inside the chest, in the center of the chest, and we're going to look at this little point of light. You should feel there is something in the center of the chest, and you invite this light to travel up the spine. It's rising, and you will feel when it passes the level of the throat, it will perhaps tighten your throat a little, and you let this light pass through and go to the center of the skull. Observe and you look at this light in the skull, and what you are going to do is a smile in the center of the skull, this little bubble of light which in the center of the skull is starting to grow. It's a pretty light, and if you pay attention you will see that this light is pushing your skull a little. You will feel that it tingles in your skull. It's the little rays of this little sun that you have in your skull. So you will condense this light a little and simply direct it behind your eyes with this intention of calling your crystalline friend to come upon you. So I simply suggest that you say, please my crystalline friend, I invite you to come on top of me, and you look at this light which accumulates behind your eyes. You will feel a little movement behind your eyes. There are sensations that appear, and so you continue to look at this light in the center of the skull which is sending rays behind the eyes, and you will slowly open your eyes with the intention, please my crystalline friend, I invite you to come on me. And when you open your eyes very slowly you will look deeply at your crystalline friend, and you will see that there is this white light behind your eyes which is in direct connection with your crystalline friend. If you have sensitivity you will feel a quiver in the stone or the crystal skull. It is receiving your invitation, so you smile inside your heart. A bubble of light rises up your throat and will place itself in the skull, pass through the eyes towards your crystalline friend. You should feel a little reaction from your crystal friend, then your crystalline friend will answer your call and you will feel that there is energy arriving in your eyes. Your crystal friend is working on the beautiful chord that you have just made. They are arising, and you will feel a change in the way your eyes vibrate. You will feel that there is something passing in the eyes which is slowly returning in the skull and which is positioning itself in the center of the skull. It is your crystalline friend who is being put into place. He is coming slowly with your full authorization. Then you can send him a little bit of light. You make a smile inside your chest, and this light you send it down the throat in the skull, behind the eyes with this intention of inviting it, and you have feedback. You feel that there is a vibrational change in your eyes. There is something happening. It is entering the skull. It feels like a motorcycle helmet on your head. It's your friend who is setting up. Don't worry if you don't feel anything, it's not a problem. It doesn't mean it can't be done. How do you feel? Observe your skull. Do you feel like you're enveloped? What perceptions do you have about your body? If you observe your body you should feel relaxed, calm. Now we're going to ask inside the chest. We're going to ask a question. We're going to ask your little voice that's in the center of your chest. It was your true self that you were smiling at, your little voice. And the reaction that there was in return is neither more nor less the joy of knowing how to connect to ask your little voice a question. You gave a little smile. We're going to look at the center of the chest and we're going to give a little smile, and when we give a little smile we see that there is a reaction. We ask this in this place. We ask a question in this place: is my crystalline lover well installed? You will feel a little expansion. That means yes, a little tickle, a little something. Is my crystalline friend comfortable? And you should feel an expansion in the center of the chest. That's a yes. A big yes. Now for those who don't have their eyes closed, I'm going to ask you again to close your eyes. Our crystal friend is with us and he will allow us to continue moving forward on the path I'm going to take you for a ride. Will you agree to follow me? You'll see it's nice, so know that you have a scoundrel around you. You are fully equipped to take long walks in space, and we are going to use the crystal lattice. Would you like to take a look at the crystalline network? So we're going to see with your guiding spirit, which is inside the chest. You turn inside the chest and you look for the center again, and you smile at the center and you see a little reaction. He likes to smile. It's very joyful inside yourself. So we're going to ask our guiding spirit if he wants to participate in the activation of the cord, and so internally we will smile inside the chest, a tender smile like a little kitten that has just been born, and you ask, can I be part of the cordon d'Elia? Can I be part of this cord activation d'Elia? And we make a tender smile and see it's reacting. We have permission from your friend who is none other than yourself. So please, is it possible to have the energy necessary for this operation? And now if you pay attention inside your chest, it is growing. There is a ball of light that is growing, a very, very, very white, very luminescent white light, which is growing, growing, growing. It's making you shiver all over. It's pushing the walls. It's going through your skin. It's extremely powerful. It's very, very luminescent. And what we're going to do is send light up the spine. You have the equivalent of a small ball of light which is passing your throat, arrive at the center of the skull, and it is passing the skull, passing the fontanelle. He is going back up. It passes above you, 1 meter from you, 2 meters from you, 3 meters. It continues. He's going faster and faster. He's passing the clouds. It is in the process of passing the stratosphere. It is in the process of arriving at the level of space. We're going to take a little walk near the sun. This little ball of light, will make a little hello to the sun. We are going to pass at sun level. As you enter the sun, you will feel a small burst of energy as you pass the sun. We pass through the center of the sun and we cross the sun, and we will continue the race. We are going faster and faster. We are passing through the Milky Way. We have left the planetary system. We are continuing straight ahead and we are moving forward. We spend lots of sunshine, which are stars for us. We are having a superb trip. There are beautiful nebulae passing by, and you are slowly arriving in a condensation of stars of magnificent sunshine, more and more condensation, because we are arriving near the central sun of this galaxy, and we are making a connection with the central sun of the galaxy. When you arrive at the central sun, you will have a small marker in your vehicle. In your physical body, it's very small, it's delicate, it's very subtle. Just be observant. Open your eyes wide, open your perceptions wide. Try to perceive, and when your little ball of light arrives, there is a slight reaction from the body, and now look how you feel. Look at the expansion within you. And now what we're going to do is ask our little voice inside the chest to please give us a little bit of extra light. With a smile you will ask, please can I have a little extra light? And you make a cute smile in the center of the chest, and you will feel a radiation in the center of the chest, and you use its magnificent light. You pass it over the cable that you have just tightened. The cable of light is going up there at the level of the throat, the head, and it is leaving like a rifle bullet. It's going very fast and it's arriving at the center of our galaxy, and we are not going to stop there. We are going to continue the journey. We are going to continue moving forward with this little ball of light, and we are going to get out of this galaxy, and we are going to pass between lots of galaxies. You will see it is extremely expanded. There are Galaxies which are on both sides, you see them, galaxies are spinning and some are pretty weird. They are a little horny and you continue to move forward because we are going in the direction of the first impulse at the center of all the universes, and there are gradually a few galaxies. Several galaxies, hundreds of galaxies. There is a very bright place, that's where you have to go, and you see a conglomeration of galaxies. We're arriving and it's pretty great. If you are an observer, you will see that there are lots of galaxies which are connected in a spiral as if there was a huge galaxy which made other galaxies. It's quite astonishing, and in the middle, it's very, very luminescent, and that's where we're going to go. We're going to dive into this white light, and you gradually feel your vehicle as you dive into this light. Your vehicle, your physical body, it is starting to vibrate. It is becoming all vibrating, all luminescent, extremely expanded, and you are entering into this light. This light is very pleasant, it is quite cottony. We have the impression of entering a little fluffy cloud, a cloud of white light, and we're arriving. There's something in the middle of this fluffy cloud of light that's very white, very luminescent. We arrive at the center, in the center of where it all begins. The first impulse. Look inside your chest. You will see that when you arrive at the center of the first impulse, you're in the center of your chest. There is going to be a little reaction for people who hear their manifestation vehicle. There are whistling sounds. Observe your vehicle. Observe your body. And smile at this light. You will feel a pulse inside your chest, a tickle, a bit like when you make your little voice smile. Now you open the doors wide so that you can enjoy and savor this light. You will act like a sponge that was completely dry. You will fill yourself with this luminous water. Let this light penetrate you. Be totally relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the more you open the door and the more light you will feel entering your body. This magnificent light is bluish white with a little silver. It's very pleasant. It's the energy of love in its pure state which is entering your vehicle, and now what we're going to do is come back slowly. We are going to pass, we are going to leave this magnificent light, taking with us this flame that we have absorbed. This light that we have absorbed, this little bubble of light is breaking away from this magnificent sun of white light, luminescent, all cottony and vaporous. And we leave this magnificent place to return home. We pass the galaxies, we go extremely fast. This does not prevent you from observing the magnificence of the place. Watch the galaxies pass by and you're arriving. Ah, here is our galaxy. We are passing and we are returning to the planetary system, and we are arriving at Earth level. This little ball of light is gradually descending and arriving near us. It's coming down and it's coming over our heads. It is a few meters above our head. It slows down as it arrives because it was going at a measurable speed, and she is slowly arriving. She is a few meters away, 1 meter 50 centimeters. Put yourself in your observation, just watch what happens. It is reaching the level of the top of the head. You are in the process of perceiving. It has your skull, which is in the process of changing perception. A silvery bluish white light which comes and which is slowly coming and sliding, and which is positioning itself at the level of your skull. It is entering the entire skull. Look at what is happening. You should feel that there are movements in the head, tingling, tickles. It depends on the person, or maybe a big stroke of faith, and we'll let this ball of light slide. She is slowly passing her throat. It is entering the chest. You will feel pressure, maybe have difficulty breathing a little. You will feel that the lungs are oppressed. Don't struggle, let yourself be fluid. Just look at this light, let it spread inside the chest. You will feel that your little voice appreciates it inside the chest. It's tickling, it's reacting, and even your skin is shivering, and you let that light keep going down. It is passing to the liver, stomach, lower abdomen, and it is passing at the level of the hips. It is sliding along the thighs, of the knees, of the calves. It vibrates where it goes. Observe your body. It is full of joy when he feels this ball of light passing his ankles and feet, and let this light pass through your feet and down. Don't worry if you are in public housing. That won't stop you from going down to the mainland. It's going down, down, down into the Earth's crust to pass the different levels and arrive slowly and gently to the center of our magnificent planet. And when it happens at the center of the planet, you will have a little reaction in your feet. Be careful, it's subtle. Now that the path is made to Mother Earth, you will look at the level of your chest and you will make a beautiful smile inside your chest with the message that you are simply enjoying the moment with Mother Earth. You just have to imagine that you are giving him a huge kiss and you will see a reaction inside the chest, a smile with the intention of giving a big kiss to Mother Earth. See, your chest is starting to react and a small ball of light stands out, descends into the stomach and is taking the path of earlier. It is passing the lower abdomen, the hips, the legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, and it's slowly leaving towards the center of Mother Earth. Observe the soles of your feet. There will be a little feedback, a little reaction. Now, my dear friends, you are asked to give a big helping hand to Mother Earth. You who are incarnate creators, we will be able to help Mother Earth. Quite simply, we will condense and concentrate the energies which are necessary so that the cord is put in place. We have created a small triangle network between the heart of Mother Earth, the heart of our galaxy, and the heart of the first impulse. If you pay attention, it makes a triangle. Then we will, by our power of creation, simply fill this triangle with a magnificent violet light, a very sparkling purple. Put some purple light in this triangle. This violet light is at first a bit like a dark velvet, and we then add light. How do we put light? Simply looking at this violet light, this violet color like dark velvet, and this velvet is slowly lighting up like we light a lamp. It's becoming very bright, very luminescent. This violet light is changing to a dark violet, from a dark violet to a slightly more shimmering violet, and now there are lots of little sparkling lights all around this triangle, and in the triangle it sparkles and it's becoming a purple, almost magenta, because there is so much light, and it's becoming white light, very very white, so white that it is phosphorescent or even fluorescent. It's even hard to look. This light is so white, and now we are going to do something for our planet. We are going to act as the impetus for this light in order to bring it this light, and it will go very quickly because we have already made the journey, in that we have a crystalline friend who is a real little rocket who will prevent you from having friction in your bodies. Your crystalline friend will protect you and you will be a real bullet. See this very white luminescent triangle? So what we're going to do is run really fast like a bullet, and we're going to go on this triangle, and we will take all the white light we can to bring it back to the heart of Mother Earth. Are you ready? Don't be worried, it's completely natural for us crystalline people. This is something we do very easily, and as we do it easily, know that you too are doing it. Draws from what you are. Crystal Skullkeeper is that you are originally a crystalline, so it is extremely easy. Then we will issue this intention to harvest the energy and information of light for Mother Earth, and we're just going to look at the center of the chest. We're looking at the center of the chest with the intention of reaping a magnificent harvest. Come on, put your creative mind to work, don't hesitate. Take baskets if you wish, and so you give a huge smile to your little voice inside your chest with this intention of making a magnificent harvest for your mother. You look at the center of the chest, you emit this intention to harvest for Mother Earth, and you make a beautiful smile inside the chest. You will feel that your little voice inside is reacting. She knows she's been waiting for this for a long time. So we smile again with this intention of leaving for the harvest. You will feel that there is a reaction in the chest, and we are preparing to go like a bullet, and we make a huge, tender and warm smile in the center of the chest, and off we go. The light is passing into the rib cage, the throat, the skull. It's coming out of the skull and it's gone. We're going very quickly. We're sliding along the rail that we built. There is light, it's sparkling, it's making lots of showers of light, and we are harvesting. We are already arriving at the center of the galaxy. It's already there. We are now passing the galaxy, and we are seeing all the other galaxies. We don't forget to harvest light. We are a sponge which gorges itself on this very luminescent white light that there is in the triangle. We are arriving towards the cottony cloud of white light, and we are slowly arriving. It is slowing down a little. We are still not going to make an impact in the center of the primordial impulse. We arrive at the center, and there you will see that there is a slowdown. We stop. We are in this white light and are sponge is being engorged. Our vehicle is being filled with this extremely bright luminescent white light, and we are seeing a very luminescent silvery blue light. Very, very white but with silvery blue, which is entering the vehicle. Watch how your body reacts. Observe your body, and it's slowly changing. There's a different light coming, golden rose. It's a magnificent soft pink with lots of little golden glitter. Open the doors wide to absorb this light. You will perhaps feel the difference. It's not quite the same vibration. Look at your vehicle. It's at the level of the sensations of your body, and now there is yet another light coming. It's a pretty soft green. A green that tends towards turquoise with lots of little sparkles of white light. Let this light come. Open the doors wide. Let the sponge absorb this light and observe how it vibrates inside you. And now we're going to bring this back to Mother Earth. And we make a smile inside the chest, and you feel a reaction, and we go again. We detach ourselves from this point of the primordial impulse, and we are leaving again along this cable of light that we created. We see the galaxies are passing in front of us, around us it's sliding. Have fun. Continue to absorb the light that is in the triangle, this magnificent light. We arrive near our galaxy. We pass the central sun of our galaxy. We are entering the Milky Way. Oh, there are beautiful clouds of light. It's magnificent. There are lots of little suns of different colors, and we arrive at our planetary system. We see our sun. We pass in front of it, and we arrive on the planet, our planet. And the light is coming. It is slowing down. It's a magnificent ball of light that we have. She is huge. We are happy with the creative power you have. You know she's going down on you slowly. She arrives a few meters from you. She is passing slowly. Ah, that's it. There is starting to be contact at the level of the top of the head, so this ball completely encompasses you. You are passing your head, your throat. You feel the teeth vibrating. It's moving to the level of the shoulders, the chest. When it happens to the chest, there is a reaction inside. Your little voice is happy. It's going down to belly level from the lower abdomen, hips, thighs, knees, wheels, ankles, feet, and it's descending along the Earth's crust. Don't worry, you have a magnificent scaphandre on you. We are slowly descending with all this light. We are the Santa Claus of our planet. We are in the process of getting past the magmas. We are arriving in an intermediate layer. We pass gaps, and there is a light that appears under your feet. You are going down a bit like getting off an elevator and arriving at the center of the earth. And there you will place your light. So to place your light, you will simply imagine that you have a small plate above your head, and you will lower this plate gently around you, and it will deposit the light in the heart of the planet. The plate is a transparent plate which will pass through your body, and you take this plate and very gently you slide it at the level of the head, at eye level, at the level of the nose, at the level of the mouth, at the level of the gorge. We're going to stop there for now and look, observe your body. You have your head vibrating, not quite at the same speed as the rest of the body. Do you feel the light that there is in the body? This harvest that you have made for Mother Earth? Look at your head. Look at your body. Do you see the density that is in your body? Do you feel this density there? Lots of light. It sparkles brightly. It's very active. Now look at your head. Ah, of course, as you have used the energies a lot, there is still tingling, there is still movement, but if you look at your head, it is light, much lighter than the body. Come on. Let's continue. We'll push the plate. The plate is at the level of the throat. We lower it to the level of the shoulders. At chest level. At the liver level. At the stomach level. At the level of the navel. At the top of the hips. Down at the thigh level. We go down along the thighs. We arrive at the level of the knees. We arrive at the level of the calves. It's sliding down to the ankles at the feet, and when it comes off the feet, you will see the equivalent of a magnificent veil of light. You are in suspension around a sun from the heart of Mother Earth. And this magnificent veil is descending and settling gently in the heart of Mother Earth. Then you will perhaps feel the response of Mother Earth, because when it happens in her heart, there is, of course, a small reaction, and if you pay attention to your vehicle, you will feel a small vibration on your skin. So now we're going to go back up. We're going back up along the Earth's crust. We are slowly going up and we are arriving at the surface and we are going out and we find ourselves in an absolutely magnificent place. We arrived in a clearing. There is a forest all around this clearing. There are in this forest full of century-old trees and well beyond and lots of small tree shoots no bigger than a shoot. This is very cute, and in this clearing you have magnificent lush and in this clearing you have stone monoliths which are arranged in a circle. You have a huge truncated stone monolith in the center. You have 12 other stone monoliths around these monoliths waiting for you. They expect future conscious creators. Come, walk, look, feel with your feet on the lawn. It's very pleasant, it's velvety. Enter the circle of stone monoliths and you will see your monolith. It has a special shape just for you. It is suitable for you. A magnificent granite monolith, and if you pay attention to this granite monolith you will see that there is a small compartment in the monolith at approximately the level of your chest. So what I'm going to ask you is quite simply with your hands. You're going to position your hands around your head. You take your hands, you can do it physically. You take your hands and place them around your head a few centimeters away. Try to perceive the sensation in your hands, and at some point you will feel resistance. It is your motorcycle helmet, your crystalline friend who is on you. So you are going to put forward this idea. Dear friend crystalline, we have arrived home. Dear friend crystalline, I am going to drop you off at your house and you are going to ask him if he is okay for that. So you're going to look inside your skull where there's the little light inside the skull and you ask, is this okay for you? And you will have a little reaction in the skull. So you take with your hands around the skull, you take your skull, your motorcycle helmet, and very slowly you remove your hands from your skull and you will position in front of you. You have your crystalline stone friend in front of you. This is the lodge there. You go and position your crystalline friend in the chamber of the stone monolith. You preferably place it delicately. You turn it a little so that it looks the right way. Don't put its nose in the hole. It would be a shame if you didn't see what was going on. And now you're going to sit along with your back sticking to the stone monolith. Observe what is around you with your friends, the other humans who are there, who are carrying out the operation of putting their crystalline friend in the small box of their monolith and who sits around. Don't worry if it's blurry for you. If you can't fully discern them, it's not a problem. Observe your body. Put your feet firmly on the ground. Put your hands on the earth. You see there is a magnificent firmament. There are lots of little stars above you. The moon is there. She watches you. And now watch your feet and your hands. You will see that the tender and dark grass which is under your feet and your hands is becoming a little bit greener. It goes from a dark green to a green. If you look at your hands you will feel your hands and feet start to vibrate a little. Look, the grass is turning lime green. There's a lot of light coming in from underneath. It's the light of Mother Earth which is rising, and the grass is becoming a bit like little green neon lights. It's very funny. We see lots of little drops of rosé sparkling. It's very nice. And watch your feet and your hands. You see it's vibrating and the grass is becoming so bright that it is coming golden yellow, yellow white, and you see that there is like a vapor of white light which is gradually rising. You feel your feet tingling. It's light that is coming back up. It's rising to the level of your legs. It's rising at the level of the calves, knees, thighs, hips, belly. It's in the process of encompassing your chest, your throat, your head. It's over your head. It's rising along the stone monoliths. And it's creating a huge bubble of light all around, and gradually it is being absorbed by the stone monoliths. Look at your spine. Observe your spine. You lean against your stone monolith, and above your head there is your crystalline friend in the lodge. The stone monoliths are absorbing the white light. They are becoming extremely crystalline, very bright. It is the light that gives them the impression of being rock crystal because the light vibrates so much. Observe your spine. It has a different vibration from the body. It seems as if the light was diffusing a little in your spine, and the stone monolith is gradually absorbing the light and concentrating in the monolith, and it is concentrating to such a point that we can once again see the granularity of the monolith, and it's focusing in light, and it's happening in the crystal skull. You placed in the stone monolith. Your crystal skull is starting to shine very brightly, and from his eyes come rays which strike the central monolith. You see all these rays, all the crystals take turns, sending two magnificent rays of light into the central column, the central stone monolith, and you will observe, if you are attentive, a magnificent vibration in front of you. Try to look at your vehicle, look at manifestation, your body. There is a very soft, very beautiful vibration of these Mother Earth which manifests itself. Do you feel this vibration that is in front of you? Observe it on your face, skin, chest. Try to discern a little the vibration that hits this skin. It's very nice, it's sweet. Being in the central monolith, there is a manifestation of Mother Earth, and you might feel the sting. There are lots of little balls, full of small balls of light which are expanding and coming out of the monolith. It's sparkling, it's swarming. There's a beam of light coming from the central column and which is leaving like a ray, a very luminescent ray of light, and which is striking the firmament, and you will see that there is like a small network that is created. We can see a small frame, and it's creating lots of little flakes of light, and it's falling on you. Observe your vehicle. You will perhaps feel the small manifestations, the small flakes of light. The light is fading, and we are returning to this clearing at night. You get up and you turn around, and now you are going to take your crystalline friend who is in the dressing room. You see he still has a little bit of light. Then you can do it with your hands or with your mind. You take your crystalline friend into the dressing room. I advise you to do it manually. You slide your hands into the box. You take your crystalline friend. You will feel a resistance in your hands. When you arrive at the energy of your friend, you take your crystalline friend in your hands, and you gently bring it towards your head, and you slide as if you were sliding a motorcycle helmet on your head. You will feel the energy passing around your head and your crystal friend repositioning itself on your head. Observe your body. Look, your body is light and your head has a weight. It's the energy of your crystal friend that is around your head. So now we are going to return to dimensions that you know only too well. Slowly the clearing is disappearing to make way for the floor of your home. You no longer hear the rustling of the leaves. It dissipates. The foliage of the forest, the freshness of a soft-lit night. Stay in observation of your vehicle. Observe how he is alive. Look inside your chest and give a little smile of thanks for your little voice that lent itself to the experience. Give it a little smile to thank it. See the reaction. Go inside your head and give a little smile to the crystal skull on your head and watch the reaction inside your skull. He answers you. He is happy too. And finally come back to the center of the chest and give a huge kiss to Mother Earth with a smile in the chest, with the intention of sending her a huge tender smile, and you will see that your chest will react and your little voice will ensure that the message is received. The session ends, and I am very honored to have been able to participate in this magnificent journey. Thank you, Creator. I thank you for making this conscious choice to help Mother Earth. Know that it is appreciated by the crystalline people, appreciated by beings of nature, appreciated by beings of light. So I'm not going to hide from you that you have been observed throughout this session, this little trip. Know that around you there are presences who know how to camouflage themselves well. If you haven't felt them, it's mainly because you are not yet sensitive enough to perceive them. Your manifestation vehicle has worked a lot energetically. Also, a gift is given to you so that your body of manifestation is softened. You have beings of light who are around you. They will place a veil, a very fine, very soft little veil, and this little veil, it is there to help your bodies, to support the energies that have passed through your manifestation vehicle. This little veil is like a nourishing, repairing balm which will give a little boost to your body. Then these beings of light are in the process of laying down the veil. You will perhaps feel like a veil coming to position itself over you. Observe there is fresh air passing in front of you. It is our friends, the beings of light, who are around you, who are making movements, and your manifestation vehicle feels it. You can perhaps feel these movements of freshness, the little currents of air. Observe, and maybe you will feel the veil slipping a little because they are adjusting it to your vehicle. And now I will let you return to your dimension. You can at your own pace come back and open your eyes and enjoy. Experiment. Don't jump out of your chair. Progress moving a finger and see what it does to your body to move a finger. Know how to savor the energies that are in your vehicle, the energetic movements, and slowly return to your usual life.